Still where we start with daily chart, you want to see how we can look for trade. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video, we have been looking for this part. We mentioned for short term, if we get the sell, this is what we're looking for, because as we can see based on daily chart, if we put this one as a correction, we're almost at the mid to the top of this correction. That's why for sure, if we get the down move, it can give us better trade setup in terms of the risk and reward. Anyway, we want to see how we can look for trade. And if we move to forward chart right now, we're looking at this one. We want to see whether this one can put in relative to this for one more drop or not. Okay, it doesn't mean the price cannot continue. The only thing is we want to see which one can give us a better trade in terms of the risk and reward. And if we move to 1 hour chart, as we can see the price, this one, if you put in relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence, and as well here. That's why if we want to look for a trade, we need to be quite careful. For sure, if this one give us one more drop, this is what we're looking for. But how we can look for trade right now, we cannot confirm whether we should look for buy or not, because if we refer to the put this one in relative to this, we cannot see the divergence. Now we want to see what's, but here we have a divergence, but that means MACD doesn't give us a divergence. We have a different result. For me, if I want to look for trade, because as I mentioned, we don't have any trade setup. If I want to look for buy, I wait for this one turn to a deeper move. Then I will look for this one as a flat. This is what we can look for. All right, this is how we can look for buy. But if we want to look for sell, because if the price drop as a corrective similar to what we get here, mostly we can put this one as a flat. Any reversal we can look for trade as a short term buy. With the breakout of the top, we have to start to manage it. But the best thing is if we get the sell, because in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us better trade setup. That means if we get any sharp move then continuation with the flag, this is where we can sell it, and with the breakout of this low we start to manage. Now, which one we can look for, we cannot confirm because we don't have any trade setup. But the best thing is if we get the trade setup for sell, that means we will have both opportunity. Either this one turn to a correction, similar to what we have here, we look for flat, then any reversal with the flag, we take the trade, or the price sharply drop, give us a correction for sell. And this is what we're looking for. Anyway, we don't, because in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us better trade setup. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. And if we want to look for trade, we need to wait. And mostly we are more interested for the price to drop. If anyone wants to look for trade, we have to wait for the correction. We cannot simply buy or sell. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or trade setup, I will share. Thanks.